finances that aren't the cleanest about now. I have a feeling that he might not have the kind of money that he's letting on. Everyone, welcome to my special reading. So every now and then I do, well, lately it's been quite a lot, but I do have extra content like this on my Patreon, so if you're interested, sign up. The link is in my link tree and we'll take you there. So today I love to do videos, readings about what we can learn from different public figures. And with the rise of dating coaches and social media, I wanted to do one specifically. I mean, I did one before on Derek Jackson. It's in my playlist if you're interested in watching it all. But today I want to talk about Kevin Samuels, and I feel like he's a very controversial figure. If you don't know Kevin Samuels, he's a dating coach. He's known for kind of, in my opinion, kind of being mean to his callers. People want to say it's women, but he used to do it to men quite a bit, and we're going to get into that. So I pulled up his past, his present, and his future. If you want to know a bit more about him, check out his page. I don't believe in like cancelling people and trying to get them off the internet, but if he is for you, then he is for you. He's not for me. I used to watch some of his stuff because I like to get different perspectives, and some things I believe has been accurate about, but as a whole he's just, in my opinion, very shock value and is all about sensationalism. So I want to dive deeper to see what's really going on. You know, there have been speculations that he's gay and so forth. I don't think that has anything to do with particularly his line of work. You know, I think whether you're straight, gay, whatever you are, your sexual identity it's none of our business when it comes to these kinds of things, because if it's good advice, anybody can give it to you and you can take it. Please make sure you follow me to keep up with my daily readings. Please make sure you view my posts so that I stay in your feed. Okay, so his past, I see Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, and Three of Swords. So it's almost like he was working on something before that never really took off. I get like projects he used to work on that would kind of be like dismal. He is a Pisces, and Pisces are known for doing that. They're known for starting things and not finishing them, because they are the dreamers of the zodiac. So he would kind of dream things into being, and they wouldn't really manifest until his projects now. So I just want to also preface this, that this is intuitive based, it's not fact based. It's actually a disclaimer at the bottom. Moving on to his present. So I feel like he's become very fruitful in the past year or two. 2019, I did December 2019. I only really heard about him last year, but I feel like he's been on a, what's the word, trajectory. Is that the word? Trajectory. With Eight of Cups, the Star, and Ten of Swords. So people have had his eye on him since December 2019. And the dangerous part about being in a situation like this is that whenever there's somebody who has rose to quote unquote fame very fast, there's the other side of that, and there's people who want to bring him down. So I get those both aspects. I mean, he is a very controversial person, so I'm not surprised. But I am surprised that so many people want him cancelled and so forth, because it's like, you don't like him, you don't have anything to do with him. When it comes to kids, I believe in things like that, like with Chrissy Teigen when she was bullying kids. I mean, I feel like Chrissy Teigen is such a negative force. I don't understand why she's being plastered everywhere and on the media and so forth. I still don't believe she should lose jobs, but I'm not going to watch media outlets that keep pushing her, because I don't believe in watching people like that. And that's how I feel about this. If you aren't into him, if you feel like he's being violent, I don't think words can be violence. They can be abusive but not violent. I don't see the need to cancel them, because, you know, freedom of speech, everybody has a right to say what they need to say. Even if it is offensive, you can take legal avenues, but having this mob mentality of just cancelling people based off of your trigger reactions is not very mature on our end. So his future, I see some investments with King of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. So he might want to be careful. His controversial behavior might lead to people not investing in him because they think, Page of Wands, he's too much of a loose cannon. So I see him losing out on a lot of opportunities. We might not hear about them because people will be like, oh, I want to invest in him, and then they're like, but he said this about women. Then he's going to have a time in his life in the next 6 months from when I'm doing this, so August, September, October, November, December, January, until January, or from January onwards, where he goes through dicey times where people don't want to invest in him. He's seen as like a scapegoat and so forth. The pressure to bring him down is going to increase a lot. So, and he's very stubborn. Pisces can be very stubborn in that way, but once they decide that they're right, they stick to it. So he has decided that he's right. But with Five of Cups, I feel like a lot of what he says about women comes from a hurt place, a place where he feels like, you know, and this is something I had to learn too, you know. I have not always been positive about men, but I had this huge breakthrough in 2019 when I was like, a lot of people who have been there for me have been men. I mean, one of my really good friends is a guy, and I was painting men as these horrible people when most of the men I knew were not. So he comes from the same energy. He has a hurt within him that he needs to heal. And it's interesting that we follow these people who are hurt when really, should we be following them? So with Serenity and King of Crystals, he's very focused on his money. I think he decided to do this venture in order to receive money. So I'm not sure about how genuine where it comes from is, but he's very focused on money, very focused on money. I think that's why he comes up with this high value man thing, and it's just so sad that that's what we've become, you know. Very superficial. He even told women that men are allowed to cheat on their wives. I just thought to myself, well, who's accepting advice from this person? It's kind of like, it's chauvinistic, that's the word. And I think that's the direction, because men have not had an outlet for dating in so long. And I think with this whole rise of feminism in the 90s and early 2000s, you know, men were really shut out of a lot of decisions made in the home. And now this rise of chauvinism is a counteract to that. So as women, we need to listen to other men. I'm not talking about men like him, because I don't think he's come from a good place. If you're in a relationship with a guy, talk to them as opposed to your friends. And that was a lesson I had to learn. It's like, my friends are not in a relationship, my boyfriend is, you know. So don't talk to others about your relationship, particularly other women, with regarding your relationship, because it's going to bring in kind of like toxic energy. And as women, we love to get together to gossip, to talk badly, but as a whole, we need to work on, myself included, being more positive and having interactions with one another, getting together based on positivity and not negativity, like what's going right as opposed to what's going wrong. So transformation and Five of Cups, I see something happening with him, because I also got Nine of Crystals. Nine of Crystals is the Pentacles in this deck. So it's almost like he gets something and then he loses it. I see a house, so he might lose a house. We're going to find out some secrets about his finances that aren't the cleanest about now. I have a feeling that he might not have the kind of money that he's letting us believe. With Two of Wands and the Justice, he might have some legal issues coming up. In fact, I strongly see that. Let's clarify the legal issues. Legal issues have to do with an ex. I think he owes an ex money. Ex-wife. He's been married twice, right? I think he's been married twice. Let's see, what's the Justice card? Just clarify the Justice. Just clarify the Justice. Clarify the Justice. Clarify the Justice. Okay, so he owes an ex money. He's going to avoid paying it. So the Page of Swords and Ten of Wands, they're kind of like fighting with each other. I think she's a fire sign, but they're going at each other non-stop, like non-stop. So with Two of Swords, there's going to be an end to it at some point, but with Three of Cups, he's going to have a bridge between his friendships and this person. I think his ex is involved with his friendship somehow, some reason, and it's having an effect on him. It's like when he owes money, I'm going to clarify what I'm saying because I wasn't really clear about that, but it's like when he owes money, she calls the friend, you know, she can't get through to him, so she calls people around him to talk to him. With Seven of Crystals, he's like, I'm working on myself, I'm trying to be a better person, and she's like trying to be a better person by like insulting people, you know. So let's see, Seven of Crystals. Seven of Crystals. She's very bitter. The ex is very bitter. Any of you know the ex, just tell her it's time to forgive, yo. Because forgiveness, being hateful only hurts us. Okay, so they had a very bad ending. Very, very bad ending, him and this ex. And she's like they're trying to get back at each other. He's trying to get back at her by being like, I'm a celebrity now, you know. She wants to come try to talk to me, but I'm a celebrity now with Four of Swords and Wheel of Fortune. Like, I'm fulfilling my destiny. And Pisces I love you, Pisces, if you're Pisces, but Pisces can have a very especially the men can have a very condescending arrogance about them, and like, everybody else, I'm above everybody else. That's the kind of energy that he has. Like, I'm fulfilling my destiny, I'm actually doing good things. He's like, people call me, you know, I don't call them, they come to me. And with Ten of Swords, she's going to get her money. She's gonna get her money. Nine of Wands. She's gonna I see her hiring like a private investigator to get her money, and it's not going to be very pretty. So with perspective, this is the time for him to humble himself and not be so arrogant. And again, I don't know the guy, but that's just the energy that I pick up here. He's comes across as very arrogant, know-all, and we've all had our phases of know-all. I've definitely had mine, but it's very limiting to be in that kind of energy where it's like, I know everything and nobody can touch me, I'm the best, when really, how isolating is that? You know, like, to be friends with other people, to have relationships with other people, we have to understand that we're not above them, we're on the same level as them. So you always think you're above other people, you'll never have genuine connections because there'll be nothing to base those connections off of. So hope you enjoyed that. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching.